Hello, my name is Sam Patel, presenting Brookfield Renewable Energy Partners. Overview of REP's assets and their market strategy. Their assets date back to 120 years, starting for a series of constructions and 2000 partner, which is a subsidiary of Brookfield Asset Management, largest asset management in the world, called assets. REP is purely a renewable. REP is a pure play renewable energy production company. So a pure play renewable energy company, the company that strictly buys out distressed or undervalued power plants, refurbishes them, and then using their financial partners and their large investment pool, they convert those factories into income generating assets. They mainly did this in North America, but they have an overarching strategy that they launched this year, start going into emerging emerging markets like China. They are a global company due to their currently centralized upper management and the location of all their assets. So they're in 24 different markets, 15 different countries, and are primed to grow even more as the world becomes cognizant. So some major problems faced by BREP due to their renewable energy production strategy is the fact that climate variation can create unexpected and unpredictable flow of energy. Some days it may be too much, and they will have to discharge power. Some days they won't have enough, and this could become a negative factor that implicates any of the contracts that they're in. They're unable to fulfill the agreement. So a solution that REP has created is by diversifying their energy production from wind, solar, hydroelectric, biomass. Recently, they bought a petroleum company in Brazil, and they just bought a nuclear manufacturing company, Westinghouse Energy. So to combat this climate variation, they have diversified their production. Another problem would be strict purchase allocation, purchase price allocation, PPA agreements, which set a strike price where they have to sell electricity at a certain price. This contractually obligates BREP to provide power in case they aren't able to produce enough power due to their environmental changes that don't allow them to create enough power with their renewables. They will have to purchase power elsewhere, otherwise they would lose out on the lucrative PPA agreements they have. Currently, they have a few indefinite PPA agreements, which are extremely valuable due to the rapid innovation in renewables. In fact, since 1977, the solar cell, average solar cell cost went from $77 to nearly 50 cents in 2018. And in 2018 marked the year that renewable energy became more cost efficient and profit earning than fossil. So another negative and weakness of BREP is it does not have established Due to this, they don't have any internal disruption. They have to rely on external innovation, which means they don't have any control on how they can implement it. They have to follow third party. The way that they've combated this by increasing their market share so they can bargain and negotiate innovative uh, with innovative companies to create products that will suit reps' needs. On top of that, they have a large investment fund that can buy innovative as they pop up. Another risk is overlooked financial. With the amount of mergers and acquisitions they have done since 1954, it's Edspur Investment Company. They do have a lot of experience in mergers and acquisitions. However, they have been buying business upon business in a variety of different energy sectors. 2013, and this might pose a hefty risk going forward. Nuclear energy, a safe but extremely high risk. So some implications of their unpredictable issues, a potential financial blow due to the multiple potential human rights violations, according to Business and Human Rights Center. They have been getting a lot of heat for not caring about the landowners in the places that they provide energy, and this does not bode well in the future. They may become ineligible for certain government grants. They also have a potential financial uh, in case rapid innovation that is more rapid than they could ever imagine could create an opportunity for decentralization of renewable energy, creating a wide market where anybody can sell energy, which will cause all of their hydroelectric farms stranded in new energy. The way that they're combating this by lobbying against consumer grade renewable energy subsidies and keeping it centralized. As the largest renewable company in the United States, they have quite a bit of lobbying potential. Lobbying. So another implication of the unpredictable issues is the latest $555 billion earmarked US earlier this year. This is a good and bad thing. With this amount of money, a lot more investors will join the renewable energy sector. And because REP is currently the largest in the US and will have the largest potential to use, get access to the $555 billion subsidy, they will have a lot of competition. And most of their competition has innovation backing them, while all they have is market share. It will be a bumpy few years as they negotiate. With a quick analysis. Sorry. The energy market is growing at a blank rate a year. I put blank there because there are multiple different ideas of how it will grow. We know that this year, 2022, that it will grow by $555 billion due to the earmarked investment. We still do not know all of the future investments by the European nations, Australia, India, China, as these emerging markets have not been as publicly transparent to forth. So Currently, we know that it's probably going to be over $1 trillion in the next decade, but there are multiple estimates ranging 3.4 billion or 3.4 trillion to nearly 10 trillion. So because of how rapidly it's innovating, very dynamic market. So another political change shift in world politics, the Paris being the top priority at global scale. BREP is is a subsidiary of large company, Brookfield Asset Management. They can use this global reprioritization to find more and more investments due to their history of asset and financial planning to really take advantage of this new emerging market. And it's only recently due to 2000 shift of cost efficiency. So their competitive strategy looks like a mix of and cost leadership, where they are buying distressed left and right. They went from nearly 12 hydroelectric plants in 1999 to 200 various energy production plants, solar farms, wind farms, hydroelectric again, biomass. Now they're moving into nuclear on top of petrol to mimic certain strategies used in the Netherlands to keep reliable power in their indefinite PPA. Due to the innovation coming in the next few years and decades, their long-term indefinite PPA agreement in Brazil will pay dividends due to the fact that energy will only get cheaper. And with a fixed strike price, consumers will have to pay more to hit that strike price, giving BREP a huge profit margin proposition, huge ability. So, in conclusion, BREP is well positioned for many market changes, have been expanding since 2013. Their recent global transition fund raised over $7 billion during their IPO, which is more than 12 billion of their $12 billion goal. The rest, they have said, will be financed with BAM and their own personal money. This will transition all of their renewable, will transition Brookfield Renewable Energy Partners into a more global position than they currently are. They've already bought out, already did some M&A, mergers and acquisitions in Europe, and they plan to go into India, China next few years. They have also diversified their energy production that will mitigate any unreliability, renewable resources. And on top of that, if anything happens in the energy market, their holding company, Brookfield Asset Management, is in nearly in a multitude of different industries: real estate, energy, financial, entertainment, managing nearly $690 billion, which is quite safety net in case things go south for a year or two. But we do know renewable energy is the future. As many countries are moving towards becoming net zero by 2050. So thank you for listening to the presentation.